and put the comments up there so we can read the comments. That'll be great.
Because Johnny, what's with the extra chair? What's going on?
A lot of people are going to be asking about or hopefully giving us some of their stories. I got a special guest coming in soon.
Oh, and, cool.
I think I know who it is. I'm excited.
You know who it is?
I think so. I have a guess.
I don't think you know who it is, but okay. You might. But they're joining us in a little bit, so I got a chair over here, awesome. And let's start the show.
That's good. I'm gonna get cracky lacking on this drink.
Get us going. Dating stories. This is our third round of dating stories. Anyway, let's talk about that.
It is. Let's do it.
Did you hear the airplanes over me? That's O'Hare going crazy right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna put everybody back in the green room and let's start this, guys.
Sounds good, baby. Let's go.
Let's do it.
So they say, dance for me, dance for me, dance for me, oh, oh. I never seen anybody do the things you do before. They say, move for me, move for me, move for me, eh, eh. And when you're done, I'll make you do it all again. I said, oh my God, I see you walking by. Take my hands, my dear, and look me in my eyes. Just like a monkey, I've been dancing my whole life. But you just beg to see me dance just one more time. Ooh, I see you every time. And oh my, I like your style. You make me wanna cry. And now I beg to see you.
Come on into another social happy hour. I hope everybody has grabbed a drink already because I'm about to make one myself. So here we go. Today, I'm going to be making something out of Reposado tequila. Now, I got this as a gift. I was working the other day at Sir, I think it was on Saturday night, and Aga, who is, she follows me on Instagram, and she also participates in celebrity slots. So she decided to get me a bottle of Reposado, and I told her I'm going to open it on Social Happy Hour, but I'm also going to make a drink out of it. So what I'm going to be doing today is a Reposado tequila old-fashioned. So we're going to start, and I'm not even going to be using maraschino cherries. We're going to be using actual cherries that I cut the pits out of, and we're going to put a couple of those in there. I'm going to put 2 cherries, and then an orange, boom. And we're going to muddle all that together directly in the glass, you know. And, of course, I don't like to use a lot of sugar for my drinks, so no sugar cube in this old-fashioned, which is kind of sacrilegious, I suppose, because you always got to put the sugar cube and then douse it with the bitters. I'm not going to do anything like that. What I'm doing is just cherries, because those are sweet, and orange, which is sweet enough, and, of course, me, which I'm sweet enough as well. Thank you again for spending your Wednesday night with us. Now, after we're done with all that, we're going to put the ice cube in there, boom, and then we're going to add the tequila, and we're going to put in 2 ounces right on top of it. Actually, no, I'm missing a step. I forgot about the most important ingredient. Bitters. We're going to sprinkle those on top of the skull. There we go. You see that? I like to use a lot of bitters. Boom. Now we can add our tequila. There we go. Cheers, everybody. And then we're going to stir. Stir, 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 stir. All right. Cheers, everyone. Welcome to Social Happy Hour. Let's see how we did. Oh, that's actually pretty good. Woo! Peter does it again. Tonight, everybody, we're going to be talking about dating stories. Now, we've done this before. This is probably our third episode on dating stories, but it's such a good episode. It's such a good topic that I decided, why not bring it back for a third time? Third time's the charm, right? Unless you're dating someone who you had 3 brutal dates with. Anyway, that being said, before we continue on, I'm going to garnish my drink, and I'm going to bring on Johnny Tilapia Ariola. How are you doing tonight, Johnny? Is he on a... Of course, he's on another phone call.
If they're thinking about that, but we just got to make sure the deal's done, period. Guys, give me 1 second. We just got to make sure the deal's done. Done, period. I don't want to hear about it anymore.
He's on the phone with Leo DiCaprio, by the way.
Call me in a half hour.
Oh,
hey.
Oh, shit. Johnny.
Hey.
Cheers, baby.
Hey, buddy. How are you?
Thank you for hanging out on Social Happy Hour, man. How are you?
Happy Social Happy Hour. I have a cocktail here. I had ice, and my ice is gone because it's a little hot. It's hot and cold here.
It's hot and cold at the same time.
Yeah. So here's what's going on. It's raining a little bit outside, so okay. I want to smoke a cigar, and I've been on the phone as
usual.
And hang out here, so I had to go into the garage because I don't know if it's going to rain, not going to rain. Who the hell knows what's happening? But anyway, it's Chicago. It's a fun.
Something's in the air, right?
Time for the past 3-4 days, it's been like 90 degrees here. It's been crazy hot, and I wasn't able to be in my pool because I've been in meetings and I had people in town. I've been hosting parties and this, that, and whatnot. But anyway, now it's starting to cool off and the rain's coming in. I was in my pool today for a little bit, and now I'm chilling here. We got a special guest that's coming, going to be sitting in this seat in a little while.
I see the seat. I see that chair.
Yes. And you know what you also see, Peter? You see my 1986 Buick Riviera, that's on sale for $10,000. So if anybody wants to buy this within this time of Social Happy Hour, you can buy this for the low price of $10,000. After the price goes up to 11, 12, maybe 20. I don't know. But if you're interested,
hold on. Wasn't it 10,000 last week?
Just work with me, will you?
Okay, all right. I'll work with you. I'll work with you.
Yeah. So again, I guess. So basically, it's $10,000, guys. If you want to buy it, Riviera doesn't have a lot of miles, and I need to get out of the garage because I gotta do my thing over here. I need more room. So,
yeah, exactly. Hey, why not? Hey, sell it off. What about that cars.com thing? Wouldn't you want to just do that? Just kind of like, hey, here, take it. Yeah.
What was it? Cars what?
Cars.com or something. I don't know. They'll buy your car.
Yeah, but this is like an antique type of car, so it's not like a lot of people would pay that amount of money for something like that unless they really wanted to, unless they liked antique. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's a I guess it's a little different, but anyway.
Gotcha. We should make a movie about it, about that car, The Journey.
I feel like we're going to be making some movies a lot
in the future. Yeah,
in the near future. Yeah,
absolutely. So, Johnny, tonight we're going to be talking about dates. Now, we did this topic before. The good, the bad, the brutal. We've done that before. So, yes. I'm ready to buckle down, and get going on this.
Well, you said, I love it. You said in a text message to us, the funny, the brutal, and the ridiculous.
Yeah.
So I went with that.
There you go. Funny, brutal, ridiculous.
I love that you said the good, bad, and the ugly also. So because it all, it's all relative, right? It's all relative.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, let's get this going. Let's talk about these dating stories. I'm going to actually kind of listen a little bit and kind of think about some of my dating stories because I have been dating in a long time. So I got to think about something, and I haven't been able to come up with anything. But I know who's going to probably come up with something, and that's our witty Wingwoman, Stewart and Chill. And let's bring her in right now.
Woo!
Stewart.
Hello. Cheers, y'all.
Woo!
How are you?
Y'all, I feel like every time we have a long weekend, I feel like I haven't seen you guys any, or even the half.
I know, right?
How was everyone's 4th?
Oh, it was a lot of drinking. I got to cut the drinking out a little bit now. It's been a lot of drinking recently.
Oh, God, yeah. You can't do it on this show, but I get it.
Damn. I mean, I feel like my liver is hurting right now.
It feels like
Stewart,
that's how I've
breaking
been.
up
I
a
feel
little
like
bit.
everything's so back to back.
Stewart, I think you're breaking up a little bit. Are you okay?
I'm good.
Her internet is breaking up just a little bit, Stu.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Always happens.
Uh-oh.
You close out all your apps?
Oh, yeah, I always do.
I mean, there might be that many people that are watching us, and it's just bogging us down. Who knows? It happens, and I get it. Everybody loves us. So yeah,
Johnny's even doing deals on his car, baby.
I'm doing deals on. Hey! What do you want from me? I'm doing deals on the car. I'm doing deals on.
How many deals do you do in a day? Don't ask me that. Don't ask me.
Hey! Don't ask me. Don't ask me. Don't ask me. Stewart is frozen there.
Stewart is frozen. Stewart, you need to go out and come back in. Oh boy.
Well, come back in, Stu. It happens to the best of us. And it could be my internet too, because it's been a lot of different storms here. So
it's actually because of the storms, I feel like. But I'm sorry about that, y'all. Is it good for now, though?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I hear you.
I hope it gets better, but I do think it's because of the storm, because I normally have good Wi-Fi.
Wait, is there a storm in New York right now?
There's not. There was a huge one yesterday, like a crazy hurricane. Like, it was crazy. Like, it was raining sideways. The sky was yellow. Like, we have all this street. All the restaurants have built like street restaurants. Like, they built like wood little like patios in the parking lots, or like not in the parking lots, in like the street.
On the sidewalk, yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, what is it called when there's a pavement? They built those, and a lot of them got just like completely torn apart.
Wow.
Yesterday,
Really?
like, it was bad. Yeah. So I think that might be the thing with the Wi-Fi. But
I don't know.
Sorry about that. Hopefully it's good.
Same here. I don't know if I told you guys, but last week, I might have said this on last week's show, but I mentioned this today, or I mentioned this the other day. But we had a tornado come in, and like maybe about 40 minutes away from me, it leveled a couple cities, which was really crazy, really nuts. And then last Saturday, not this past Saturday, Saturday before, we had another alert come in that said, get in your basement and all of that. And I was like, because we've seen what came through the week before, it was really, you had to take it serious, right?
Yeah,
really
exactly.
So we all went in the basement, and it's a Saturday, but I'm still doing deals and I'm still talking to people, right? Of course. And the one,
Johnny's always doing deals.
But listen, this is hilarious. One of the people I'm talking to is like, messaged me like 5 times, called me 10 times, and I messaged her back and I said, hey, listen, I got a tornado coming through. We're all going in the basement. I will call you once this ordeal is all over. And she goes, these are the people I deal with, and I love her to death. I love her to death if she's watching, Cassandra, So she goes, okay, fine. Make sure you read the script.
Oh my God.
Always be closing.
Okay.
So while you're in the basement, while you're in the basement
love
fighting
that.
for your life, make sure you read the script because we got to get back to these people.
I'm with Cassandra. It doesn't all you need is a flashlight. You know.
I mean, yeah, that's. Hey, I could just use my phone, whatever. That's
no
fine.
days off.
But,
No days
hey,
off.
It's okay. Okay, fine. But once you get through that, we need to make sure that this is done.
Right.
What the hell is going on? I went. I don't think you understand the severity of what I just texted you, but I will call you later. And of course, I will start reading now. That's all.
That's America. There was an amazing tweet that was like an out of office work email in Britain. It's like, hi, I'm out of office for 2 weeks on holiday. Thank you. And then it's like an out of office email in America. Hi, I'm currently getting kidney surgery. I am under the knife. Happy to respond at like any emails as I'm getting my kidney surgery.
That's hilarious.
Like that's how it's here. It's crazy.
Oh
That's
my
crazy.
God. Okay. That's interesting. But anyway, guys.
Hey, Peter, Sarah McGowan just said hi,
Sarah
Peter.
McGowan.
I don't know if you know Sarah.
I might know Sarah. I don't know. I haven't seen Sarah in a long time. Hi, Sarah. How are you? I hope you're doing amazing.
He's
Oh,
here hanging out with us.
convenient, Sarah. You just wanted to pop in to hear the dating stories.
Yeah, that's what you
We
want.
all do. Stewart, we both want to hear Peter's dating stories, right?
Oh, of course I do.
Yeah.
I know he never gives me anything juicy enough, but I'm so curious.
I mean, I could give you a couple of stories. I mean, I could give you a good one, a bad one, a brutal one, like this past weekend, right? For instance, no, 2 weekends ago.
And now we're getting into it, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Dating
Let's
stories,
go,
ladies and
round
gentlemen.
3.
We're getting into it right
Social
now.
happy hour. Peter Madrigal, you're up.
Well, this was a bad one. I'm not going to say brutal. It was bad. Okay. So a couple of weeks ago, it was during like the gay pride thing, but there was no parade.
Yeah.
I picked up this girl and her friend, right? And we got some drinks and we went over to I think it was to Tom Tom, if I can remember correctly. Anyway, it was to Tom Tom. And so we go back to my car and I'm driving them home, right? Back to their hotel, which is right next door to where I live currently. And her friend throws up in the back seat of my car. I mean, all over the place.
No, the car threw up.
Yeah, I mean, it was one of those stories because it's never happened to me before. That's why this was like a unique story. I'm like, whoa, this has never happened. I've been lucky in that sense. This is a first for me. I cleaned it out, and then the next morning I had to go and get the car washed, and I was going directly from there back to Sir to work that entire day. And it took me forever to get it out because I'm just like scrubbing.
Oh
That was a that'll
bad.
happen, everybody. Here's the thing. Some people they tell me, I can keep up with you drinking. I was like, no, you can't. And don't try it. Because I drink like a fish. To my detriment, of course, but I still do. Cheers.
Cheers.
That's the
Don't
most
even
recent
try to
one.
keep up.
Guys,
That's
keep
the most
going,
recent.
keep talking. I'll be right back with you guys.
Okay, all right. Stuart, what is one of your more brutal, good, maybe ridiculous, I don't know, dating stories?
I actually have a really good one.
Okay.
I'm a little concerned. I might have already told it, but when I was drunk, have I already told you about my St. Patrick's Day story?
I don't think so.
Okay, good. Okay, stop me if I have. Because
Okay.
I was like, I don't think I've told it on this on this show, but I might have been drunk and told it, so I don't know. Okay, I have an amazing one. I have tons of brutal ones because I do comedy, so I unfortunately have gone on dates with comedians who are, Peter, like these dudes are the most, just messed up dudes ever.
Yeah.
I went on a date with a guy.
Okay.
And after we went to see like a comedy show. We actually saw Louis C.K. at Madison Square Garden.
Oh, no kidding. All right.
And back in the day. And afterwards we went and got a drink, and he was like, I have to tell you something. And I was like, what? And he was like, I really like you, but it's like really hard for me to like, you know, like date people. He was like, I had kind of, you know, a bad situation in my past. He proceeds to tell me that, long story short, he was in a full like 3-year relationship with his high school English teacher. One that ended up one with him, like it ended up with her going to jail. Like his mom got involved. He couldn't go to college. Like he was supposed to go away to college, but like had to deal with the mess of it. He told me that like he would babysit the kid, like, and her husband would be away. And then like he was literally dating his English teacher. She went to jail. He told me he's still sort of in love with her. I was like, only freaking me would be on a date with someone that literally was dating their, like, was in a full, like one of those bad situations. Like there was jail time involved.
Wow. Are you serious right now? That's insane. That's pretty crazy.
I was like, I can't deal with that baggage. I just.
Holy shit. And he's still in love with his English teacher. How old is this guy?
He was like my age. He was like 20. I think at the time I was like 25. So he was 25 then. So
he's been out of high school for about 9 years by that point. No.
It wasn't really that he was still in love with her. It was more like he was still messed up about the whole thing. Like I think it like train wrecked his life. Like it was like 3 years of like legal drama. It was crazy. But I was like, oh my God, these guys are crazy. Okay, but now I have a funny one. You're so perplexed.
This is crazy. I'm sorry. That's out there. Holy shit. Okay, what's the funny one? Let's hear it. Let's hear the funny one.
Well, that one's bad, right? Like, what if you went on a date with a girl and she was like, that's bad.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. Oh, yeah.
That is baggage. I guess it's a little less bad for a guy.
Yeah, I thought back in the day, I thought my trigonometry teacher was really hot.
Right. Yeah. Who among us hasn't thought our trigonometry teacher was hot?
I thought she was hot to the point that I failed that class. Oh, man. I failed because my trig teacher was so hot. She was banging, you know. And, that's a coming of age story right there for me.
Yeah. I actually had a hot English teacher and he was so cool and he would sit down and play guitar. He'd be like, Bob Dylan, the original poet.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Wow.
And I loved him. I loved him so much, and I would joke about it all the time. Like I would be like, "Oh my God, I love Mr. like whatever his name." I won't say his name. I was like, "I love him," and it got to the point where my mom was like, "You need to stop making jokes about that. Like that's serious. Like stop." Yeah.
You gotta stop that. You gotta stop. Johnny, you missed out on a couple of interesting stories.
I know. I missed out. I had to get on a call. Listen, guys. Sometimes we joke about me being on a phone call, but for the past few days and all of that, it's been really serious, and I have been on phone calls. I might be flying to Australia to do a movie with a notable actor that you guys will know, and as soon as I can get the deal done, I'll let you guys know. I'll let everybody in social happy hour know. But yeah, there's a lot happening, so that's why I'm in and out. But I want to be here with you guys. And I'm gonna clue you everybody in of what we've been doing or what we're about to do very soon. But I did miss the story, so I don't want you to repeat it. We can move on, and I'll be
basically. I'll give you the cliff notes.
Did it have anything to do with the car wash?
It had nothing to do with the car wash. No, it did not have anything to do with the car wash.
Then I didn't miss anything. I'm good.
I literally just spit out my drink. Oh my God. No, now that would be, sorry boys, that would be a bad date for me, to be honest with you.
You giving a car wash would be a bad date for you? Okay.
I think it'd be a bad date for a lot of people. But anyway,
Depends on how drunk I am. It wouldn't be
It
a
makes
great
me
one.
want to try car wash. Moving on.
What is the audience been
Peter did
saying?
a car wash. It did involve the car wash. Peter had to
Yeah,
clean
my
his
story
car.
did involve a car wash, just not in the way you're thinking right now. The actual
Not car wash. In the biblical sense.
I can read through those lines also. Okay.
Did they have
that's
car
good.
washes in the Bible? I think so. Okay, Johnny, I'll give you the short version.
Short
Long
version.
story short, I went on a date with a guy. It was going great. And like at the end of the date, he was like, I have to tell you something. He was like, long story short, he was in a full relationship with his like high school English teacher. And she ended up going to jail. And then they were like still together. But like he she like kind of ruined his life. Like he wasn't allowed to go to college because like he was so messed up in like legal battles with like the English teacher, and his parents like sent her to jail, but he like kind of still loved her. It was a weird thing.
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, I think this is too much baggage for me personally.
Yeah.
Sarah McGowan said hot for teacher.
Hot for teacher.
Hot for teacher. There you go. Stewart, I got to say real fast, your hair looks like on point today. What's going on with that?
Does it look like I have my Harrow in it?
It does. It looks
My
like you
Harrow
have
is my
my hair.
favorite, y'all.
Well,
And I think I already told the listeners, but all I do, you don't have to do a lot, but I have the tonic spray, and I keep like the top part of my hair looking good, and then I spray it on the bottoms, and then I just kind of like zhuzh up the bottoms. Ladies.
I got a quick. I love it, and I can tell. That's why I said your hair looks on point today. But here's what happened to me, guys. I opened up my drawer the other day, and I opened up my Harrow, and for some reason, I had the bottle laying sideways, and it opened up, and everything spilled out. So my Harrow is gone. Completely.
The tonic spray? Everything just spilled out.
It spilled out into my drawer and
No.
disseminated, or not disseminated. What the fuck am I talking about? It's gone. It's gone. It's all gone. So I had a full bottle, and my Harrow is now gone. But that's my problem.
It's gone. It's gone. It's just gone.
Well, you know what? It's just like Uber. They
Nothing I
give
can
you.
do.
It's like Uber. They give it to you cheap, and then you get addicted, and then you have to go buy it. So, Johnny, you got addicted to the product. Now you got to go buy it.
Well, that's just it. That's just it. Now I'm going to buy it, and I'm going to buy it where, Peter?
myharrow.com, or you can go to peterific-merch.com, and you can get yourself some My Harrow there, as well as some candles too, and a hat and all this other good stuff that I have just lying around that I can send you a My Face pillowcase. So if you want to go to sleep with me while you're watching me on the East Coast, it's 10 o'clock in the evening, and you're already sleeping with me, you can actually sleep with me if you buy My Face pillowcase.
I love it. And as we're also doing that, you guys can go to nickandbella.com and get yourself some bracelets. nickandbella.com. Here's a little, you guys get 15% off social happy hour. Just mention social happy hour, put in the promo code, and get yourself some custom. I don't have any bracelets on tonight, but anyway. And yes, Amy, you just ordered some bracelets. I love it.
Woo! So how about we go from the ridiculous, which was mine, to the bad, which was I think it was brutal with Stewart. To a good story. Let's do a good story before we go back to the bad, because everyone wants to hear bad and brutal. But what's a good story, you guys? What's a good one of a good date that went perfect?
Well, I actually really quickly want to bring up my celebrity thing really, really quick.
What celebrity thing?
So, no, I haven't dated a celebrity. I wish. But my pop culture segment that has to do with celebrities dating.
Oh, let me guess. Bennifer is back?
So Bennifer is fully back. This one's a little bit more interesting. Yeah, Bennifer is fully back, and they are really, really macking it on. I'm pretty surprised. I kind of thought that was fake I thought it was fake, but it seems not to be fake. They are really macking it on. So you guys know Sharon Stone?
Yeah,
of course.
She's on one of my favorite movies, Basic Instinct.
Instinct.
She's actually coming to sit here in a minute.
Oh, lucky you, Johnny, in that white outfit.
And she's gonna do one of the moves.
Yes. She's gonna sit right there. I love it. So she is 63 right now. And it just came out today that she is dating a 25-year-old rapper named RMR. This is what he looks like.
Oh my goodness.
Influencer life right there.
She's 63 and she's dating a 25-year-old rapper.
Oh, shit.
Literally. They like go out all the time. They like went out dancing. She put on his like face mask that he wears.
Oh my God.
And she's like commenting on all his Instagrams, like love ya and stuff. I'm obsessed. This is crazy.
That's crazy.
I wonder if they have any interesting dating stories.
What do you think they talk about? Like, I don't even know what they could talk about.
Well, yeah, because I can barely, I don't know, keep up a conversation with I can keep up a conversation with anybody. What am I talking about?
Yeah.
Once you get up there in age, you could just start keeping up with conversations. Like, yeah. The only thing I can't keep up with is like the music of the time, like the music going on right now. I don't know any DJ names other than DJ James Kennedy. Actually, I don't know if I ever told you guys one of the stories of me and Stassi going out one night.
Wait, tell us.
Dish it. Before you do that, isn't it Tom Sandoval's birthday today? Should we shout out to Tom Sandoval?
Tom Sandoval, happy birthday, baby. I wish I was there right now.
Happy birthday, Tom.
Happy birthday, Tom Sandoval.
Cheers,
Tom.
Cheers. You want me to tell you, you know how I'm kind of a Vanderpump historian? You want me to tell you my favorite Tom Sandoval line?
Sure. Give it to me.
Well, Battered Wife is amazing, but the second best one that doesn't get enough credit is when he's packing for like a trip and Ariana walks in the room and she's like, oh my God, Tom, like you don't need that many belts. We're going away for like 2 days. And he looks back at her, he goes, those are just my red ones.
Yeah, he would say something like that.
That's my favorite thing. Okay, wait, tell us the Stassi
Do you
story.
know, hang on real quick. Do you know my favorite Vanderpump Rules line?
Oh God.
I know.
I have a clue.
No, I want some titties in my face tonight.
Yeah, I want some titties in my face tonight.
Favorite of all time, period. That's
Cheers to that, baby. Woo!
That's the best line.
Cheers.
That's the best line.
Cheers.
Oh, so one night we were getting up. Oh, I don't even know what I'm saying this. So one night,
I love when he says one night. When he says one night, you know it's going to be a serious conversation.
It is. I don't know if I've ever told this story. I might have. I'm not sure. I don't think I've ever told it on Social Happy Hour, but I've told it to several people that not on podcasts or anything. But I mean, like here we're living on the edge here at Social Happy Hour. We like to do that. So one night we're all getting off of work, and I kind of was we were already on the breakup precipice. Her and I, this was back in 2010. I was a waiter. She was a waitress.
You and Stassi you're talking about.
Yeah. Me and Stassi and I, yeah, we were, so it was like
what year was
11
this?
years ago now.
Okay, 11 years. 2010.
Yeah. Before I became Peter Manager, PSM. So we all went out to the now it's no longer there. It was called Swingers, but they closed it down back in 2020 because of everything that happened last year. And we sat there, and then all of a sudden, my couple of my brothers and my friends came in, and she wanted to accompany us, right? Or me rather. And I was like, well, I'm exhausted and I don't want to hang out tonight. She's like, no, I want to hang out with you and your friends. I was like, okay, cool. Right. And we all sit down, right? And I don't remember what triggered her anger, I don't know what triggered it.
No one does.
I don't remember the conversation, okay?
Who does know?
What I do remember is her grabbing one of my friend's cups of coffee and throwing it into my lap.
What?
Oh yeah, true story. And then
Throwing
I
it into your lap.
proceeded, huh?
Throwing
Like-
it into your lap. That's what you.
Like-
Yeah,
just
she
dumped
poured
it.
hot coffee in my lap.
Not like that.
Not like that. No, not like that.
Sorry, guys. I'm a producer. I make
I love
it
it.
happen.
I love
That's
it. I was thinking the same thing, actually.
Yep.
Not like that. No, not like that. That was a fun night, by the way.
Yeah.
Club 11, everybody, Miami, Florida. Yeah. If you have ever in Miami, Florida, do it and wear white pants. So she pours the hot coffee directly into my lap. And me, I'm like, okay, I can't do this anymore, right? So I leave the booth because we were in a booth, right? I leave the booth and I walk out the door, right? She chases me and she keeps on yelling at me all the way down Beverly Boulevard. Like, I mean, like that's where Swingers was on Beverly Boulevard. And I start walking directly toward my house. And she kept on following me, yelling at me, right? Finally, she gives up because I just kept on walking. I wasn't even listening to her because she was behind me, like, right? So I get home, and by the time I get home, there was like 20 missed calls from her. And I mean, like, she would call, it was pretty crazy. Yeah. She's constantly calling over and over and over and over and over again. And at the time, I kind of lived in a frat house. It was me, my brothers, and it was a 2-bedroom apartment, right? So I shared a room with Zephanie, right? And it would be like I would be up all night, like just like laying there with her with the phone on in my ear like this, like, oh my God, I need to go to sleep. Oh dear, right? And he'd be listening to the conversation.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God, this is so funny. Do you think, like, at the restaurant, do you think like someone at the restaurant, like, do you think one of your friends like kind of said something and she got pissed that she was with all dudes and then like poured the coffee?
I can't remember what exactly we said to her or what I said to her, but it triggered her so bad that she just had to pour the coffee onto my lap.
I can't even picture you
right
dating her.
Huh?
It's so funny. Like, you're just so not drama. It's like hilarious.
I know, right? That's why I'm like Peter's their manager. That's why they have me there doing that, because I'm just not drama. And that's why I've been doing it for 11 years now.
Right. You're just like, no. Wait, so then y'all broke up like right after that?
I mean, it was already on the downslope. I cannot remember exactly when we broke up, but I remember when we broke up. Here's the thing. I was scared of her. That's funny for me to say. That's funny for me to say now, being who I am at this point in time. I don't like feel, but it's like that comes with age. But at the time, that was 11 years ago. So I was like 27, 28 at the time.
Yeah.
I was 27. Yeah, I was 27. And so I was still trying to figure out my way. I was 3 years out of college at that point. So, I didn't really know how to I had already been at SUR for a few years. I didn't really know how to work my way. Nowadays it's a different story with me. So I was literally oh my God, this girl, I'm literally scared of her. It's funny how years later, as you look back on it, and
you're like, why did I freak out about that?
Huh?
No, yeah, that is so funny.
Time heals all wounds. Apparently, that's the way I see it. So
I guess it does. It does.
I mean, 11 years later, I hope it does.
People move on, and that's crazy. But you heard it here on Social Happy Hour, guys. Just so you guys know. Hey, listen. Here's the thing. Does anybody else have stories? I know, Amy, you're on. You got any stories to tell us that we can tell over here? Amy, do you want to come and join us right now from the green room? We can put you on live and you can sit and chill with us.
Amy said this, actually.
Yeah.
I dated someone who was an ex-con, told me we were about to break up. When we were about to break up, it was bad.
Oh, my God.
Oh. That's bad. Have either of you guys been
what happened?
I know. Wait, have either of you guys been on like an amazing date? I don't think I've been on like an amazing first date or anything like that.
I've been on a really bad first date. I told this story a few months ago on this show, and she was yelling at me in my car, and I was straight racing to get her back to her place in Marina Del Rey, and I couldn't wait to. And then she was begging me begging me to stay in the car, and I was like, "Get out! I can't do it. I gotta leave." You know.
Don't ask me that. Don't ask me that. Hey.
Don't ask me.
Here, I guess I can share a story with you guys.
Right.
So I dated a girl that so I had well, it doesn't matter, but I'm going to say it anyway. I'm not being conceited or anything, but I had an office at NBC, and I was doing the Jerry Springer show at the time, and I was working, and I told this girl to come and meet me at a restaurant called Topo Gigio in Chicago, Old Town, great restaurant. And I said, listen, I'm doing post-production supervising, and I'm in the middle of getting the show done, so I got about an hour and a half what I need to do. And if you're available now, let's meet at Topo Gigio. That sounds terrible. If you're available now,
You're available.
I'm so in business mode, so guys. Sorry. So I said, if you can meet me. I'll meet you, and then I might have to come back and finish post-production for the show because I got to get it out to satellite and all that shit. But I can meet whenever I'm in the city doing my thing in my office and whatever. So she goes to heading downtown, which is like 20 minutes, and she goes to meet me. And her car, she got a flat tire. And her whole demeanor was like, I got a flat tire. Her father's part of the state vehicle system and all that. So my father's coming with his people and this, that, and let's just do it another day. It's not going to work out. So I went, why don't you deal what you got to deal with in production, and once you're done, you get your tire changed, and I want to take you to my favorite restaurant, and we'll still meet, no problem. I don't care how long it takes, doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. So we met, and I married her.
Wow. Okay. Well, there you go. Was she available at the time?
That was a plot twist. Oh my God, Johnny.
Oh, nicely done. Okay. All right. There we go.
Yeah.
That was
Stitch, Johnny. I was like, what's gonna happen next? The car.
Yeah.
What a twist.
Yeah.
Is she the guest?
No, she's not. You know what? My guest might have not shown. I gotta text my guest.
I don't think your guest showed up. I don't see Sharon over there.
Everybody's a little late. Who knows? We'll figure that out. But no, she's not. She's not the guest. She's taking care of the kids. So anyway, she's not gonna be the guest. But anyway, yeah, that was. I wasn't gonna tell that story, but yeah. So that's my good story, I guess. And that's what happened. And it was 16 years ago, I think. Somewhere around there. But
congratulations!
Wow.
It's been a long time.
16 years ago.
We've known each other for the Well, I'm not good with time, so that was.
Hey! Don't ask me.
Hey! Don't ask me. Hey!
Oh.
Yeah, 2007, 2005, 2006, somewhere right around. But anyway, that was I'm the positive guy that always says, hey, something's happening. Doesn't matter. Let's figure out what you got to do, and then let's do whatever we got to do afterwards. It is what it is. Life happens to everybody, guys. Life happens to everybody. You know what happened to me? And I'm not going to get into it. We can talk about this when I can, but I do want to share with Social Happy Hour everything that's going on in my life. But if I didn't keep on the path that I created in my life and stay focused, I wouldn't be in the position of where I'm at right now. And the position where I'm at right now is it's amazing. And I got some great news, and Peter Stewart knows, but you know, I can't wait to share everything to the world, and where we're going to be going with this show, where we're going to be going with everything that we're doing, because you know, I love the people that's loyal to me, and I bring everybody with me, everything that I always do, period. And creating this show and doing this and hanging out with you guys is completely and so important to me, and it's always been important to me. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm rambling because I got so.
Thank you, Johnny. Seriously, that means a lot to me right here, baby.
No. I love you guys. I love you guys. We're gonna announce some great things, and there's gonna be a lot of great things that are gonna be happening very soon with Social Happy Hour and beyond. We'll just put it that way.
I like Beyond, baby. I love Beyond.
Anyway,
Beyond.
But that's
Beyond sounds like me at Caesars, but I'm not positive.
Yeah. And that's my crazy dating story. Not that crazy, but it's crazy the way that it worked out. So I guess that's my crazy dating story. And Peter, this is the third crazy dating story show that we've done. We did crazy dating stories. We did crazy dating stories 2, and then now we got Stewart on for a crazy dating story. Have you talked about a crazy dating story yet, Stu?
Yeah, but I have another one.
Ooh.
Give me another one. Give us another one.
Let's do it. Let's close it out with one.
I want another one.
Crazy
I
dating
have the first one. I need another one from you.
Now, this one is not really a date, very similar to how someone threw up in his car. You know, not full date. You know what I mean? It's not a.
I've had everything happen to me, Stewart. Throw up in my car, poured coffee on my crotch.
Coffee on your crotch.
Someone yelling at me while I'm driving them home. I mean, everything. So continue.
Everything. Well, so this was not really a date, but it is a crazy, like, New York not love story.
Oh.
So long story short, I love to go out, and it's a little X-rated, not that X-rated. It's all good. Y'all, we're your family. It's like the Olive Garden.
We
Johnny
talk about car washes here.
Yeah, we talk about car wash. This is not as bad as car wash at all. So it's St. Patrick's Day in New York City, and y'all, you know St. Patrick's Day is my holiday. Like, look at me. It's like redhead, like drinker. Love St. Patrick's Day. Like, I just love to go balls to the walls. Like, I eat good Irish food. I go out and drink. I get so much attention because of my luscious red hair. Shout out to MyHero, www.myhero.com. Make an order. But so I went out, like, this was like probably 4 or 5 years ago in New York City, and we went to like the oldest bar in New York. It's not really the oldest bar. Like, there's a few bars that like say they are, but it's like been around forever. And they like deck out for St. Patrick's Day. Like, they like drop all these like flags, all this stuff. So I'm at the bar and I'm like, it's my night. Like, I'm gonna maybe not a car wash, but some sort of wash.
Paint the town.
I was like, this is my night. Like, the world's my oyster. So I go out with a bunch of my friends, and I end up running. We're at like this old bar. It's amazing. It's my night. I'm like, I'm a redhead. I'm like, you know, having fun. I'm drinking my Guinnesses, taking shots. And I start talking to this guy, and this guy was from Brazil. And I guess Brazilians are like kind of, I mean, this is kind of a generalization. I don't want to like get canceled or anything, but I think they're like really rich. Like, if you meet a Brazilian like in America, like they like, I don't know, that's what I heard. Anyways, this was
canceled.
So canceled. But anyway, so he was Brazilian, which means like they had money, I think. So I meet this Brazilian guy, and we're like talking. He's like, "You're like my Irish princess." I'm like, "Ooh, stop, who, me? No." And he's like, can we like go back to your place? And I'm like, I am not that type of girl. Like, don't even. And he's like, well, do you want to come back to my place? I'm like, I'm not that type of girl either. Like, no. And he's like, well, should we get a fancy hotel? And I was like, I am that type of girl. So we're like drunk. So we're like super
So
drunk.
was it the Ritz or was it the Motel 6?
Yeah, right. Oh yeah, no, hell no. Yeah, right. Can you imagine? That would have happened to me. He would have been like, "This is the Cracker Barrel." I would have been like, "Okay, no."
I'm going home.
So he's like, "Let's get out of here and like go to the fancy hotel." And there's a Hilton like right like in like this nice area like in Times Square. So we walk up to the Hilton and we get up there and he's like, "Can we get a room?" And I'm like drunk as hell. And they're like, "No, you guys can't stay here. The New York City Marathon is tomorrow. There's no hotels anywhere like in the city. Like the New York City Marathon is tomorrow. Like there's no way." And I'm like, "Yeah, we got to call it a night. Like it's not going to happen tonight, whatever." And then the woman's like, "Actually, have you guys ever been to the London? Have you guys heard of the London? You too?"
Yep, I know the London.
So it's like the fanciest hotel ever.
I've been to London.
And he's like, "Yeah, let's go to the London." And I'm like, "We're working with London money? Okay." So we get to the London. We get to the London. And by the way, like I had been drinking all probably day and night. Like I did not look London. Like it was a Pretty Woman situation. And I'm not talking Julia Roberts, like the more realistic version. So we walk up to the thing and the woman's like, "We only have one room. It's like a huge suite. And it's like, I think it was like $1,000.
Did it have a hot tub?
It did have a hot tub.
Oh dear
And
Lord.
he's like, "Sure." And he like puts his card down. And I'm like, "Oh my God." We get up to the room. It is the fanciest room I've ever been in. I'm like jumping on the bed, like putting on a robe. Like, I'm rich. Like, I'm like loving my life. I'm like, oh, amazing. And he's like, "I'm going to go to the bathroom for a second. I'll be right back." And I'm like, of course. So he goes to the bathroom and
Oh God. Oh dear Lord.
he's in there for like an hour. And I'm like, oh shit, this is getting weird. And he's in there for like an hour. And finally I like after 30 minutes, I like do a little knock, like, "You good? Like you need anything? I can get you like a Gatorade." He's like, "I'm really sick, but like, I'll be fine." And I'm like, okay. Meanwhile, I'm just like lounging in this fancy hotel, loving my life. So I like knock again. I'm like, "Are you good?" And he comes out of the bathroom and he's like white as a ghost. And he's like, "I'm sick. I need to leave." And I'm like, "Absolutely no worries at all. Like, I'll leave too. Like, absolutely no worries." And he's like, "No, you're good. You can stay."
Wow.
And I'm like, "Really?" And he's like, "Yeah, you're fine. I have to go. I literally have to go." So he leaves the hotel room. And then I'm like, yes! And then I had the best night ever, all alone in the hotel room. The next
Did you
morning,
order room service?
Oh, Peter. Oh,
Me.
I ordered room service that night. I called. I said, "Is this card still on file?" They said, "Yes."
Holy shit.
I ordered tons of wine, literally drank it alone in the room. The next morning, I invited like 5 of my gay friends over, and we ordered like a ton of room service and mimosas and literally just had like a bougie.
Oh man. Wow. Well, that's a good dating story. That's a good date story.
I didn't even have to have sex with the guy, and I got the best hotel room in New York City. I mean, this is amazing.
It's true. That's actually kind of awesome. I've never done that before, but maybe I will. That's a good idea.
Isn't that the best story ever?
I'm gonna have to do that.
It's the best story ever.
Yes, it is. I will agree with that. It is one of the best stories that I've heard so far. That being said, it is 8:00 over here, and Johnny is nowhere to be seen.
I know Johnny's gone. Should we end it?
Oh boy. Yeah, I'm done with my drink. I'm gonna take off, and I'm gonna let you take it home, Stewart. It's been a fun night. It's actually been a lot of fun talking about these dating stories.
Hey, guys, don't end it yet. I got somebody coming in that's going to sit down and talk with you guys.
Okay.
He's going to tell us a quick story. but I'm literally on a call right now. So
Okay.
come on in and sit down.
Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be?
Who's the mystery guest? Who is the mystery guest?
Mystery man.
Sit down in my chair. Sit down in my chair. Guys, talk to Lino.
Lino!
Peter!
Lino! Okay. Where is
Peter,
he?
we're taking.
There he is. There's the man.
Lino!
Mr. Legend. Lino.
What's
What's
up?
up, baby?
What are we talking about? We're talking about crazy dating stories.
Yeah,
We're
the
talking
brutal,
crazy
the
dating.
ridiculous, the best, the worst, all of it.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I honestly, there's so many. I don't even know where to start.
Give us your best. Give us
Give
a
us-
good one. Like
Give us a
what's
good one.
the
Give us a
worst?
brutal,
Like,
awesome, amazing,
brutal.
ridiculous one.
Okay, it's not the worst, but
Okay.
so Jay's actually, I don't know if you know, Johnny has a cousin named Jason. He's a famous DJ here in the Chicagoland area.
Okay.
I think he came
And-
on once.
I'm sorry?
He came on the show once, maybe.
Yeah, he did.
He
Jason,
might have
yeah.
been. So he was DJing a event sponsored by Casadores Tequila. It was a boxing event where a bunch of bartenders in Chicago got together, trained for like 6 weeks, and then fought in a boxing match. During that event, I was walking through to go get some free Casadores Tequila, and a girl stopped me and turned me and said, "Hey, I think you're very hot. This is my business card." So make a long story short, I took her on a date. We're at a sushi restaurant, and very random, I happened to ask her what her sign was because I'm into astrology.
Yeah.
I'm a Libra, and in astrology, she was a Pisces. What are you guys?
We're Geminis and we're insane. Yes,
Gemini.
continue.
Okay, two different people. So
Wait, you're Gemini, Peter, right?
Yeah, I'm a Gemini.
Yeah. Gemini.
So one of my very good friends pours us a shot, and I'm about to cheers her. And during the cheers, I go, "Hey, I just have to ask you, what sign are you?" And now at that point, I've dated 4 women that were Pisces, and I'm 0 for 4. Okay,
Oh.
They never worked out.
Over 4.
Over 4.
0 for 4 range out of 100. Libras and Pisces have a 26% chance. It's the lowest out of every sign.
Wow.
Right? So as we're cheersing, I go, "What sign are you, by the way?" And she goes, "I'm a Pisces." And I go, "Oh, that's fantastic. We're not going to ever have a chance." And we take the shot back. She goes, "Why would you even say that?" And I go, "It's just I was being facetious or whatever." So I end up, I don't know, is this like a PG-13
It's
podcast?
R. Sometimes it's X. We talk about car washes here, Lino.
Okay.
We've already done bad things.
Hey, Lino knows.
He doesn't
So-
even know what that is. He doesn't need to know that. Lino
I'm new
is a
to
good
this.
man. He doesn't need
I'm
to
new to
No
this.
questions. It's like, oh, Carla. Okay, gotcha.
So we end up going back to her place. We end up hooking up. And the next day she's talking to me about, "Hey, where do you see these things going? This and that." And I said, "Hey, I don't know." We went on a date. We hooked up. And literally within 48 hours, she went batshit crazy on me, talking about how I don't know if we could talk. I don't know if we're going to align and this and that. And it was just so weird because she just got very awkward off of a joking comment that I made to her about astrology. And it
Wow,
was
she went nuts.
I wouldn't say nuts, but I think she was overthinking things.
Yeah.
And that's not even I'm trying to think right now. I've dated a lot of women. I have a lot of crazy stories. But the thing is she never gave it a chance all over astrology, which was insane to me because it could have worked out because we were both in the same industry. She managed a Latin bar that did high-end cocktails and did Southern American food. And I was with one of the, at the time, a top 10 craft cocktail bar in the country. which was owned by one of the Pritzkers and one of the Lurie's, like Lurie Children's Hospital and one of the Pritzkers, out of the Pritzker family. And it was just really weird. And I ended up seeing her out one night, and she made like a scene and like shamed me to a bunch of people in the industry. And everyone was just like, dude, what are you talking about? He's like the nicest guy ever.
Holy shit.
I don't even know why you're saying this to us. This is awkward. And she just made a complete ass out of herself all over me saying that she was a Pisces and it wasn't going to work out.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was just really strange. It went from having like, it was like a great 24 hours, and then the next 48 was just like super awkward and strange, and I just didn't understand it. But yeah, it wasn't a crazy story. It wasn't the craziest story, but
no, but that's pretty crazy to go literally that hard with just astrology. It's
and
like,
this is the thing. I could have not said that, but I didn't think she was going to take it out of context, right? And be like super serious about it, you know? But you know, then again, I mean, women are fragile at times, and maybe I was being a little too hard.
Gonna say the theme of this is that bitches be crazy.
Bitches be crazy, especially when it comes to astrology.
with the coffee story too that we told.
Oh, the coffee story.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, no. Hey, Stewart, don't sell your story short, because that's pretty nuts. Good too. Yeah, guys be crazy too.
You try to ruin my credibility in the nightlife scene, and it actually backfired on her. So,
wow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a good one.
I mean, I'm pretty crazy. Hey, I failed trigonometry because my teacher was so hot. You know,
it's too hot. Yeah, exactly. No, I'm crazy too. But guys, here's the thing: guys y'all like the crazy girls. So don't even try to pull one over my eyes, saying like, "Oh, she was too." Y'all like that. That's why
there's some about the crazy women. Yeah, the ones that are good just don't do it. They don't do it for us.
They don't do it.
Yeah,
we need that physical challenge. You know what I mean? We need that.
Yeah, I agree. I like crazy myself.
Exactly.
Jesus. Oh man, I'm bad.
Jealous all the time. And meanwhile, women, we're just like, we want the most boring motherfucker. Please.
Wait, do you really? Is that really what goes on?
I don't know. I can't really figure it out yet, but I do think women, we don't want the boring people, but we end up with the boring people.
Okay, gotcha.
Do you know what I mean?
What are you dating anybody right now, Stewart?
I am.
How is he?
He's great.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding. He's nice. He's a really good guy.
Oh, good. Awesome.
But, but yeah, very like, I feel like women like want to be stable, and then we like freak out and have like a midlife crisis. Maybe is kind of my theory now. But I'm only 28, so I'm still figuring everything out.
Still got a ways to go. But is he like so? Did you have any crazy dates with your current?
We didn't really have crazy dates. We definitely have had like nights where we got drunk and like fought. Probably it's funny because now I'm a waitress and I've seen a few couples fight, and I'm like making so much fun of them, like talking so much shit with my coworkers, and I'm like, I have done this. You know what I mean? At a restaurant.
Yeah.
You know when you get a little drunk and then you're like, the waitress totally knows like we're fully fighting right now.
Yeah.
But nothing like huge crazy. I would have to think for a second, but nothing huge crazy.
Speaking of waitresses, my ex-girlfriend that dumped me 6 weeks ago, I ended up taking her to a bar for the first time ever near my house. And the night got really weird because our server started hitting on her in front of me. I didn't know how to take that.
Wait,
really wanted to take her in the bathroom and pull some shenanigans.
The waiter did?
The waitress.
Oh, the waitress.
I mean, touchy-feely, like was grabbing her shoulder, maybe grabbed a left nip. It was just really getting really weird, and I felt super uncomfortable. And my ex-girlfriend was really into it, and I was just like, what's going on here? I meant to take you out for pizza. I didn't know you were going to want to hook up with another woman. And, it was just –
you got to be careful these days. Anything goes these days. It's not a joke.
2021 is it's not no joke out here.
2021 happened fast. You know what's funny that you say that? I actually feel really, when I'm waitressing, I feel really uncomfortable. Like, I can tell you guys aren't like these guys, but you know guys Peter, you probably know too, like guys that'll come to restaurants and like they're a little like, they're just like these certain types of guys that will come and be like ordering for the table and like joking with the waitress and like that kind of thing. Like I often have like tables where the guy is like being really aggressive with me and the girl, his girlfriend's like sitting there and I'm like, can you not? Like your girl, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it puts you in an awkward spot.
Yeah, it does.
They're not
put
really
you
being
in
aggressive. They're just like, you know, waitress, like dad kind of like waitress flirting. And I'm, your girlfriend's sitting right there. I'm just kind of like looking at her like, hey, all right. This guy is like grabbing my hand, asking me my name. Like, here we go.
Oh boy.
I
Okay.
guess it's just because I'm gorgeous. I mean, that's really the issue.
That's got to be an interesting conversation on the ride home for those two.
Yeah.
And that's what I always think. I'm like, I would be pissed if my boyfriend was like talking to the waitress and like joking.
No, man. Yeah, I wouldn't. I haven't encountered anything like that in years for me. But then again, it's because it's me. You know what I mean? That's a whole other territory. I remember once, I got this couple. I'm not going to say who they were, but I got this couple so riled up because one of them liked me, I guess, and one of them got jealous, and it was like I was like, I need to get away from this fucking table, you know, because I'm just telling you the specials. Why are you directing it at him? You should be directing it at me too. I'm like, I am, right? Oh yeah, it was bad. I remember that. Like it was. I was like, I'm gonna leave. You know, I couldn't do it. I had to get someone else to take the table. This was bad. And then the one that got really jealous and was like yelling at me left. And then of course the other one paid for the bill and then left too.
People act insane. I love it.
Yeah, it was amazing. Looking back on it now, it's like, oh God, yeah.
Yeah, like what a great story.
It was bad. I remember that. Like it was. I remember what table it was too. Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll never forget that one.
Never forget that table.
Nope, never. You know,
Peter,
you're talking to him too much. Well, you look at me. I'm like, what is happening? You know,
Peter, we'd be in trouble if we went on a double date, like with two significant others.
I know, right?
It might get awkward. Yeah.
Yeah, it might get. Oh my God, it might get really awkward.
We might be going home with just each other, not not committal way.
Well, you know what? I mean, that's why I'm still perpetually single, everybody. And on that note, I'm going to take off, you guys. You take it home. It was a lot of fun, but yeah, it's time to get a move on. So
this was a fun episode.
Yes, it was. Lino, thank you for coming on and telling us all about your crazy adventures.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. And shout out to Amy H. I don't know what sign she is. I didn't get a chance to see it.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for telling me that I'm good looking. I appreciate that. That's very flattering. And,
Amy loves Lino. Peter's
good looking, Lino.
jealous.
Amy, as long as you're not a Pisces, it might work out.
Ah!
She said Lino is a good-looking guy.
There you go. He is.
Yes, he is. I love it. Just don't be Pisces. All right.
Don't be a Pisces, everybody.
All right. Thank you, Lino.
Hey.
I'm going to close. Oh, Johnny's here
Thank
too.
you.
Hi, I'm back. I had to get back on the call and all that, but I knew you were in good hands with Lino, so I wanted to not only leave you guys, but bring somebody else on. Peter's gone.
Mm-hmm. Peter's gone. He's out of there.
Peter's done.
It happens. All right, so we're full. We're done, Stewart?
Yeah, we Peter wanted to wrap it up. You want to say any last words?
My last words are, I love this show. I love you guys. And I love everybody on this show and everybody who watches us. And watch us next week. We got a lot of things that we're going to be talking about. And we're going to start blowing up. And we're all going to meet in Vegas. We're going to do a live show in Vegas sometime in August.
I can't wait.
All of our fans and followers need to be with us.
Yes.
Because that's
100%.
going to fuel us, and we're going to have a fun time. And I'm buying everybody who comes to the live show a round of drinks, if not drinks all night.
Everyone.
Either way. Yeah.
I love it. I can't wait. It's going to be so much fun. Well, that
And this car goes for $11,000 after the show ends. $10,000 right now.
Yes.
If anybody wants it. I don't know. Anyway, Stewart, you ended up, and we'll talk next week.
All right. Absolutely. Love y'all. Bye, Lino.
Bye, Stewart. Bye, Amy.
Bye,
Have a
Stewart.
good
Bye,
night.
Amy.
Bye, Amy.
Bye, guys. Love you. Love you.
Amy pulling tonight. All right, you guys, that was our show. Special guest appearance from our super sexy Libra, Lino. Okay, Amy, I see you, girl. Shoot your shot. All right, we will be back next week. I hope you enjoyed our dating stories. We'll be back next week, 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. 10 p.m. East, 9 p.m. Johnny's time, 7 p.m. Peter's time. Join us. Bye.